Saudi Arabia's $55 billion acquisition of Electronic Arts isn't just the biggest gaming deal ever. It could redefine who controls the future of interactive entertainment. With sovereign wealth, private equity, and politics converging, regulators are asking, where does investment end and influence begin? From national security to antitrust law, this is more than a takeover. It's a test of global governance in the digital age. Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF, Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners announced a $55 billion leveraged buyout of Electronic Arts, the largest take-private transaction in history. The acquisition fuses state capital, private equity, and politics, blurring lines between commerce, influence, and sovereignty in a globally significant industry. The PIF is central to Saudi Vision 2030, using entertainment and tech investments to diversify the kingdom's economy and project soft power through cultural exports. By acquiring a company behind FIFA, Madden, and Apex Legends, the PIF extends geopolitical influence into a medium that shapes global narratives and youth engagement. Silver Lake's leveraged buyout structure shifts debt to EA's balance sheet, raising concerns over cost-cutting, asset sales, and reduced creative freedom to meet repayment demands. Jared Kushner's Affinity Partners, backed by a $2 billion PIF investment, fuels ethical scrutiny and raises questions about disclosure, lobbying, and foreign influence transparency. The deal will face CFI US review since EA holds sensitive user data, proprietary source code, and cloud infrastructure, potential targets for cybersecurity and geopolitical risk. US regulators could impose mitigation agreements, require data firewalls, or even recommend that the president block the deal if national security threats can't be contained. Taking EA private removes it from SEC oversight and public disclosure, creating a black box where foreign policy and financial interests could shape corporate decisions unseen. Analysts worry about how foreign ownership might affect game content, data governance, and workforce integrity in a company so culturally embedded in the West. If you value deep, factual analysis on how law meets gaming innovation, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next legal insight. Regulators are exploring whether the consortium's overlapping holdings, including stakes in Activision, Take-Two, and Nintendo, amount to common control across competitors. Shared board seats and coordinated strategy could enable anti-competitive coordination, soft price fixing, or exclusive licensing that suppresses smaller studios. Control over the Frostbite engine and other proprietary tools could tilt competitive balance if privileged access is granted to PIF-linked developers or partners. Iconic franchises like Madden, NFL, and The Sims may face shifting priorities. Less profitable but culturally significant titles could be sidelined for commercial or political reasons. With heavy debt loads, the new owners may intensify monetization, microtransactions, loot boxes, or subscription models, inviting scrutiny from US, EU, and Asian regulators. EA's global player database triggers compliance with GDPR and CCPA. Cross-border transfers to a sovereign fund-controlled entity could require localization or strict consent regimes. Delaware courts may face shareholder challenges over fairness, valuation, and potential self-dealing if insiders or management roll equity into the post-deal structure. The acquisition exposes the limits of existing frameworks built for domestic commerce, highlighting gaps in managing sovereign state influence in private markets. Expect calls to tighten foreign investment rules, enhance disclosure for politically exposed investors, and update antitrust definitions for cross-ownership networks. The EA buyout is a turning point for gaming and global capital. Its outcome will shape how governments, investors, and developers define control, creativity, and accountability in the digital era. From esports to real money gaming, the rules are changing fast. Smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next legal power-up. Head to gammalaw.com/contact and talk to Gamma Law about keeping your innovation compliant, secure, and future-ready. Want to dive deeper into the laws shaping gaming? Click the playlist right here to watch the full series of Gamma Law Insights.